Down. Alright, what's going on? Episode 11, Sunday Sit Down. A little bit different.
You just went straight into it.
Sunday Sit Down,
How you guys
episode
doing?
11. We're co-hosts Brandon and Garrett. We have Foody returning back.
Two-time guest.
And we also have a new guest.
Mr. Dad.
Alright, before we get started too, energy drink of the day, sponsored by, but not really, Zions. Yeah.
I don't know why it's spelled like that.
I don't know. Alright,
3, 2, 1.
oh, hell yeah.
And that was Hunter, the man behind the scenes, the great and beautiful
Did I take
Hunter
your line?
Strolight.
Yeah. Alright, a little bit different today. That's the introduction now. We're going to have more of a table talk back to back so you guys can just watch and be part of the conversation too. You're good. Alright, Adam. Introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I thought we were starting with Foody.
Nah, Foodie's fine.
Foodie's
back.
We already learned about
I'm a
Foodie.
reg.
Everybody loved Foodie so much.
I'm a reg.
He is. You are the first number
Two-time
2 guest
guest.
we have. Yeah, probably the last.
You need to get me on 4 times so I can say food 4 times. Alright.
Alright, anyway, Adam.
This is my drink.
He's talking to the mic, you don't have to look at the camera.
But, alright. I'm Adam. This is awkward. Born and raised South Florida. Graduated high school. Went straight to Fire Academy.
What you know about fires?
They're hot. They're hot.
Bro, shut your ass up.
Sorry.
Continue.
So after high school, went straight to Fire Academy. That was 2013. Volunteered for 5 years with City of Plantation in Jacksonville. Now, for the last 3 years, I am Garrett's client.
Client. Why are you looking at me like? Don't look at me like that.
Uh, since this is like lifting related.
I mean, you talk about whatever you want, dude.
Alright. Well,
Life, bro.
I'm a Virgo. I'm a Libra.
nothing special about me, really.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna introduce the great Adam.
Alright, introduce him, bro. He's too humble.
I'm not good at talking about myself.
He's a very humble guy. He doesn't like to talk about himself, but this guy does it all. I mean,
What's he do?
I mean, first off, you guys heard Fire Academy is a firefighter, and he's a new powerlifter. He's been hitting PRs for the past 3 weeks every single day.
What's up today?
This man was stronger.
I hit a PR,
We were about
He did hit
Oh,
PR
shit.
today. Yeah, 4-price PR.
I thought you said you did. I thought you said you did get 5.
255.
Oh shit.
All the back downs were
Yeah.
all the back downs.
Alright, never mind. Sorry, I took it back. PR
What
boys.
you know about PR?
So,
Shit, I don't know shit about shit. It's been a while. It's like 84 years, bro.
so Adam, when did you start powerlifting? What got you into this sport?
What got me in? Well, when I first became a firefighter, I didn't fit into my gear.
Like you were too big or too small?
I was way too small.
Okay.
So we wear an air pack when we go in the fires,
Mhm.
and to cinch the belt down, it was still loose. So I was like, I'm just gonna get into lifting, try to get bigger, eat more, and then started. I didn't fit into my gear. I mean, you saw pictures of me.
I need you to relax.
Okay, bro, I went through the same thing.
I'm sorry. Okay, so every guest usually go through this. Like, the first 5 minutes is kind of awkward.
Oh shit.
Mine was really awkward.
Bro,
Oh, Foodie was terrible. But he was like looking up the sky, like, like trying to think of shit, like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So you didn't fit into your gear. So that got you into powerlifting. So when was that about?
It didn't really get me the fire, it just got me into the gym.
Yeah.
I wanted to get bigger, stronger, do my job better. And
Hell yeah.
I got bored with just the typical bodybuilding, million sets.
Yeah.
I always
Fuck bodybuilding.
Whoa,
focus on more than the number on the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always try to hit a certain number, increase my strength. And then I found out about powerlifting and what it was. And then continued with that.
Was this in South Florida or Jacksonville?
I was probably in Jackson. I'm still pretty new. I mean, I've only been lifting 4 years. I've been here.
Was that Flex?
Yeah.
Well, I had a question for you. I'm gonna go off this too. So, how did you go on this? Jumping the gun too. But I know you were at Flex for a while.
Yeah.
And I think you were one of the OG pit members, right? How'd you find out about the pit, and how'd you get there?
I think I just I was scrolling and I came across the pit Instagram. It was Eric's Instagram.
Yeah.
and it said new gym and jacks, powerlifting, hardcore, and the rules that he has on the wall. He made a post with like that and the
Planet Fitness one.
Planet Fitness one. So I was like, try this gym out.
Also,
I wasn't a fan of the gym I was going to at the time.
Yeah, really? Why's that?
It was just awkward for me.
Also, Flex, when the pit was opening up, like all the powerlifters from Flex were talking about it. That's how I realized what the pit was.
Really?
Like before it opened up, like bro, like people were talking about the pit opening up like 4 months before it actually even opened up.
Yeah.
So like that's why a lot, like as soon as the pit opened up, like it kind of broke off.
So they all went over there. I remember seeing
Yeah,
that too.
most of them. Yeah, that's why like that's how I got into powerlifting, because I went to Flex and the powerlifting crowd at that time was like so big. So I was like, oh, I want to do this. Like I saw like Ryan like deadlifting like 675 easily, and I was like, I want to do this. Yeah.
Was Flex the first gym you went to?
Yeah. No.
Like you went to Bailey's or something?
No, I went to the Y, and then I went to Flex.
That's a big jump going from the Y to Flex.
I mean, I know a lot of people that
What's
listen to
the
Y.
Yeah, do you like the? I have never been to the Y.
I've never been to the Y.
It fucking sucks.
I heard it sucks. Yeah.
It sucks dick.
Well, it depends. Okay, it depends the crowd you go for.
Dog,
Like,
there's like one bench, one squat rack that's like,
but they're most like older people too, you know.
yeah, this
Yeah.
fucking fossils and deadlifting.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. The table just happens to be there. Okay, so all right, tell us, because you were one of like the first like OG pit members too. What changes have you seen from like then to now? Because obviously it's got a big difference. Like now it's a bit bigger.
From going to the pit, like when I first got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like personally, like physically, motivationally.
When I first got there, it was like all bodybuilding stuff. They didn't have the mono yet.
Damn.
They had no power bars. Yeah, it seemed like a bodybuilding gym and a little tiny speaker they had in the corner.
Yeah, I remember.
I was the only one there my first workout.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So the environment then was just empty.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
Damn, that's just crazy. How
But
much changed.
once a majority of like the flex powerlifters went there, that's when it started like getting good.
Yeah.
Bro, you're such a dad, bro. Like, if you look at Adam from the side view, he was like, yeah. Once the powerlifters got there, like that's when it all started. And it's like, it feels like one of those shows where you have like the flashback. It's like skinny Adam just benching by himself, and then all the powerlifters walking.
It's definitely changed a lot too. So dude, can you get on your phone, bro?
Oh my bad.
Yeah,
I was looking at OG pit videos.
Are you done? Or you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright. Perfect. What were you gonna say?
You go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I know it's definitely changed a lot too. I heard there used to be like a original like just a hard key, no like key code.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like
Me too.
Well, they made you make copies.
Yes,
they
sir.
haven't follow you. Oh, never mind.
So like when you join.
Oh shit! They don't even follow back. He has, I have a key, and I can follow back. Oh damn! Imagine that.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. Oh, that would hurt me.
Yeah. Do you see why it hurts me so bad? Like I had to key you.
They probably just don't even know, bro. I told you what it is.
I mean, sometimes people just don't know who they follow and who they don't, man. You know, it's a normal.
I'm gonna put on the board. I'm gonna put on the board for my 2021 get a follow back.
I think it's already up there.
No, I took it down.
Took it down.
Yeah. Should have left it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh fuck. Alright, so like I was saying too, hard copy key. It's kind of weird how it was like originally like geared toward like powerlifting, but there was no like powerlifting equipment too.
Yeah, all I had was that the deadlifting platform.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all they had.
Yeah.
Powerlifting wise.
Yeah, because I remember seeing Ashton and all them. They were done to like 700-800 on just a normal like dyna body bar.
Yeah, my first time there, I was doing like low bar squats with like the big thick bar with no
Yeah.
knurling in the middle.
That was like slipping.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's cool over time. It got where you got now.
Bro, I can't look at food. I'm gonna just look at the mic. Alright, so
Piece of shit.
So one thing that interests me a lot, because I know from like hearing Garrett programs you, and hearing about like your whole week being different from everyone else's, because if you guys don't know, like with firefighters, like their schedules are
There's no set schedule to fires.
Yeah, there's no there's no
Oh shit. There's no set schedule to fire, so you never know when you're gonna have to work the fires.
No, that's not.
Am I wrong?
No, because
Do you plan the fires?
no, but there's certain people that work certain days. So,
Different schedule.
Yes.
It goes to scheduling because like someday like listen, it goes to scheduling because one day like you have a fire and can be really sore the next day. One day you won't, bro. I'm just saying. Sorry, continue, bro.
Okay. Anyway, as I was
No schedule for fires.
as I was saying,
Shit.
like from reading and like texting the group chat and stuff, like firefighters they have set schedules. Like one day you're working Monday, Tuesday, let's say Thursday, Saturday. Next day you're working Tuesday. Like it's all over the place. How do you stay focused with your lifts, and how do you like adjust your schedule and still be able to hit the PRs you do and be able to like go and have good gym days? 'Cause I feel like that would throw me off if like let's say I'm supposed to have SBD days every single Saturday, and one day it's on a Monday, one day it's on a Wednesday.
Dude, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, we all.
I'd be fucked.
It's all over the place. I mean,
Yeah.
So pretty much like my schedule, I work 24 hours, I have 48 hours off.
okay.
So the 2 days I have off, I'll do upper, lower. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll work again, do upper, lower again.
Okay.
So pretty much I have a 6-day week, not really a 7-day week. So like, let's say I have an SVD day today, which is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Then my next SVD day will be Saturday, and the week after that will be Friday. Like,
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
so weird. It goes back and forth.
So like, how does your body feel doing that? Because a lot of people like their bodies get accustomed to certain days. Like that's why most of the time people program for a meet, and meet's usually on Saturday. So they schedule Saturday SBD days to get you used to doing all 3 lifts toward the end of the week.
Are you gonna be off your meet day?
Yeah, I already took off.
Shit, I hope so. Yeah.
No, at work. I'm not gonna go to work. I'm not gonna go to work. I mean, I'm used to it now. I mean, it helps having a coach, like having a set schedule.
I don't know how you used to just program yourself before.
Well, that's before he was like actually like into like I used to. I mean, before you actually
Yeah,
get like
you all,
you
like, program
always
stuff.
kind of like you go to the gym, and be like fuck it, like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, like I mean, back
What's
before.
you doing? I would do that.
I mean, what I used to do is I used to watch Russ Paul on YouTube, whatever he did, that's what I did.
No way.
Yeah, I used to watch him like, oh, he had a top single on deadlift today. I'm not top single, but I used to do exactly what he did.
That's how most people go, bro. Like, dude, I had
Yeah.
that shit for like 2 years.
I mean, it's like, everybody wants to get started lifting. Like, they always do the same thing. Like, they watch YouTube videos, they Google stuff, and like,
That's right.
you might find like a free program here and there and follow that for a bit, but
Because like you think like you're kind of ahead of the curve because you find a coach early, but like most people like the first move is not to find a coach. It's like, hey, like I just want to go lift, you know?
Yeah.
And you're just gonna go like, hey, oh.
Before I found a coach, I was like running programs. Like Canadian
Well,
60.
most people aren't like that too. Most people just want to go
Yeah.
lift, you know?
yeah.
That's the majority.
Yeah, I mean, I had baseball lifts, so it's like, I went from baseball lifts to lift in my backyard.
Yeah.
In baseball lifts, we lifted twice a week. We lifted 3 times a week, but during season, there were more recovery lifts on Wednesday and Friday. because we
What
had
lifts
weekend
were
series.
like? What lifts do you guys like mainly focus on?
So for us for baseball, we never bench really. That's why I don't know how to bench.
Yeah, that's
So-
what most baseball players do. I'm cutting you off, but
yeah, so like most of the time we did. So for upper body, we mostly like dumbbell bench, a lot of like external, internal rotation stuff, like band work, a lot of shoulder work. For
Damn, freezing.
legs, we would do like high bar squat. They never told us to do low bar because it stresses the shoulders. So we did so
You good?
You're good. So we did high bar squats. We did trap bar deadlifts. We did high pulls instead of like full cleans because of the wrist mobility aspect, and for the overhead mobility aspect, we used to just do high pulls, pull them up, go like down.
That's why you got a big ass deadlift.
That's why my deadlift transferred over. So because I went from doing trap bar to doing high clean pulls, and that's why my squat is somewhat decent because we never
A lot of quad dominant stuff too.
yeah we never squatted low bar. So like I learned how to squat low bar over the summer, like when I stopped playing baseball. So it's like we just went high bar squats, and that's what baseball was.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so crazy. So I forget how like
Yeah.
Brand new.
Dude, you good? What's up?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm dying.
Do you ever get like an imbalance from baseball, like throwing with one hand?
Yeah.
Alright, you got the video.
Alright, I got it out.
Alright. Yeah. So
Dude.
so for me personally, the transfer from let's just go upper body lifts because you guys know like you guys see me lift upper body, so like bench and stuff.
Trash.
Yeah.
No, your bench just got really good though.
But like from when I first started, I would bench to where I would lean to the side and push more on my right arm because I was right arm dominant because we did long toss, we did a lot of internal external rotation stuff like dumbbell bench. So my right side was way stronger than my left side.
Yeah.
So it's like had to fix that Also, pure performance issues come into it because in baseball, you know, you're pushing off your back leg. So like when you're throwing, you're pushing off your back leg, a lot of rotational stuff. So like pure performance is more work from there. So like that's why I figured my lower back injury was on the right side where I used to push off. My pure performance was throbbing the other day after I finished squatting because all the running, all the pushing off. So it's just like a little bit like muscle imbalances that has to get worked out. And that's why it depends on the sport you play too. Because you see like football players that go to powerlifting.
And they fucking dominate.
Because it's usually like, in football lifts, you lift heavy, you do cleans, you bench, you do everything.
Yeah.
So it's like,
they don't do those.
but they do power cleans. So they'll do power cleans, so they're very explosive lifters. Like if you could tell the difference between a lifter that was a football player and a lifter that was, let's just say, a baseball player, just by watching them lift together.
Well, I'll play football. I'm not too explosive.
Yeah, but it also depends on the position though.
Yeah, true.
It's
Wait, what should I say?
I said probably you're on the bench, and you said yeah, that's true.
Oh shit! I thought you meant like bench rest. I was like, what's the point?
But it also depends on the positions.
Stupid ass.
Because like let's say someone that's so for like the football aspect, let's say a lineman. Yeah. A lineman usually have a huge bench because you're pushing people off your body the whole time.
That is
so that huge benches. You get someone like a running back who has to be running straight through running back, linebacker, all that stuff. Their squats and their deadlifts.
Russell was
running back because you have to be explosive. You have to push hard. So they train their legs so much.
Look at your smart ass.
So it depends on different
you don't
positions too.
Well, I know, but that's all I think about it.
Yeah.
Another reason why, if you see like Jose, your client from Miami, he was a pitcher. A lot of pitchers have super long arms. His bench is not like.
It's getting better, but it's kind of the same issue.
Because his arms are super strong. His arms are very long. He's very shoulder dominant, and doesn't really have the chest aspect. Because in baseball, you're taught if you have a big chest, you can't throw as hard. Mm-hmm. So they work back. So that you work back, but you never work chest. So you never see a baseball with huge chest development because it's frowned upon to work your chest in baseball. So that's why you see like different like sports. If you notice, like different sports dominate different lifts because that's just what you're trained. Because if you get put through, like people usually start playing baseball or start playing sports when they're like elementary school, middle school, and then you start lifting when you're probably like late middle school, high school. So you've been getting put through these different sport-specific lifts to where they don't teach you how to bench. Like for baseball, they don't teach you how to bench. They don't teach you straight bar deadlift because it usually leads to lower back issues. So you do trap bar, and then you don't do low bar squats because your shoulders, so you do high bar. In football, they do whatever. Like they do whatever gets you strong.
Also, your bench is not ass.
It's
just want to put that.
No. It's like, gotten better. But if you watch, go on my Instagram and watch me bench in my backyard. From when I first transferred from baseball to lift.
225.
My max was 275.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel like you only think your bench is ass because you're like comparing to people that have been lifting.
Yeah, I mean, you're also
for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't even been powerlifting for a year.
Bro,
yet.
you're scratching the surface.
Fucking
400.
insane.
Yeah, but
fucking insane.
But for the sake of the conversation, like my bench, a baseball player's bench is usually not very high unless there's one of those players that are just like a freaking nature that I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna go bench and I'm gonna go to the weight room and go bench for myself. But you get those guys sometimes that are like, I don't really play, or they're like, I'm gonna start anyway, so you go bench in the back room whenever they want.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's why I find it very interesting to look in the backgrounds of powerlifters. Like you see like the Russ Wolves, you see like I think Jamal Browner played football too.
You dude,
you see Cayman Battle played football.
Well, you dude, Chris Bridger, he's a wrestler too. That's why he's so explosive.
Yeah, Chris Bridger, wrestler, very nice center balance. That's why everything looks so clean when he does stuff.
I feel like
hips.
Yeah, open up hips because they different positioning. They go down on one knee.
Do you think, like say, someone like two people when they're both at like say I don't know like 25.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to be stronger in the powerlifting aspect? Someone that have like played sports, like up until like 20, or someone that powerlifted?
Sports,
because the thing is,
100%.
Powerlifting is very specific. It's 3 lifts, you do lifts over and over. If you play a sport, you're put in different positions in order to be explosive. So like even, that's why you see a lot of like people that play sports that when they lift, they could pick up something and they can have like a little bit unbalanced and they can grind through it. Because you're taught to be imbalanced. In football, you're taught to be able to stay on one leg, change direction, go everywhere, so your hips are super strong.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you have a slight mess up, you can still, not saying it's the best thing to do, but most of the time they can still power through it.
Yeah.
But if you get someone that all they know is squat, bench, and deadlift, and they train sport, this is a perfect way to bring up the conversation. So sports, like for kids, a lot of people, they debate whether like children should be doing weight training or sport specific training. But if you look at how the body develops and stuff, you should be weight training when you're younger to get the muscles developed and then start going to sport specific.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
that's tough. I'll just finish.
it depends. I'm not saying get a 5-year-old and get them to start lifting, but I'm saying if you teach a 7-year-old how to squat properly, how to like body awareness, versus just teaching them how to throw a baseball like every single time, they'll become natural athletes. Like me, I didn't start playing baseball until I was 13, but my aunt was in the army, so we did a lot of like ball sits, did push-ups. Like whenever we got in trouble, we had to do step-ups. So we had something called stupid steps. If you asked a stupid question, you had to do step-ups until they got like happy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I mean, so we had stupid steps. We had
Motherfucker was raised in boot camp.
and I was the fat cousin. So my cousins played football. I was the fat nerdy cousin. I was in like chess club, played piano. I didn't start playing sport. I was state control in elementary school. I was that kid. But it's like you get someone that had that background that's like, okay, like you're doing push-ups, you're doing wall sits, you're doing body weight stuff, teaching you the fundamentals of lifting, the fundamentals of like your body. You learn your body well, and then you go sport specific.
Also, I feel like sports, like at a young age, builds the mentality and the mental aspect. Versus if you're just like in the gym at a young age, it won't really build that mental thing that like.
Mm-hmm. And lifting very individualized too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you develop. Like did we talk about this when we had you on last time? Like the dog mentality.
Yeah.
So it's like that dog mentality. So it's like, let's say, for the sake of having Adam on, he's a firefighter. Firefighter is like mentality is okay. Who in the right mind thinks I'm gonna run into that building that's fucking burning down to go save that person? But it's like so what is that? That shows determination. That shows that shows that the dog mentality to go do something. That mentality to be able to put yourself in a situation to where you have to succeed.
Damn.
So that's why if you see Adam, like once he gets into something like lifting, he's like, hey, I'm really into this.
You better not get nervous around me again. I'm like, what are you wearing to a
We're no
fire?
How you scared of 135?
But I feel like I'm taking over the show. Like,
Yeah, you've been talking about
you've
it.
been talking about for
Jesus Christ.
Like, honestly, like,
I mean,
No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
keep going, bro. Keep going.
so Adam, like so how does your mentality from being a firefighter, like the fire? Because I'm pretty sure the training was pretty like intense in order to be a firefighter, like all those academies and everything. So like, how did that mold your mentality like now, and like mold your body? Bro, what the hell y'all? I can never have these two on the same fucking podcast.
I know
This shit happens every single time.
Don't be mad, bro.
Sorry.
Ooh.
I just can't. I can't.
I can't look at him, bro.
Why do you guys sit next to each other?
Tell why you want to sit next to me, bro.
Because if we did something, you can't hit us.
Adam.
Oh, sorry. Fires. Back to it.
And to be honest, it's totally separate. Like when I'm at work, I'm in like a totally different mindset. I mean, as we're being trained, like you risk a life to save a life.
Mm.
And I don't know, when it comes to lifting, I'm not the most confident.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Maybe you should
it's just
try to
it's
join
a
the
different
battle.
mindset. I say to my post, I'm trying to work on it.
Is it because you feel more in control while you're lifting of what you're doing instead of, hey, I could diet? That's really
good.
fucked up way.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, is it? Because I can see how this is my duty to go in and save these people from these fires. Let's go fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get these people out no matter what. But if you're lifting, you'd be like, all right, this feels like shit. I can kind of dial back if I need to. So it just completely switches, like, I guess the fight or flight.
Pretty much.
Fight, something like that. Because we can get on this whenever I'm on this, but it's the kind of same way with my job too.
Because you're kind of saying like he's just so used to having that such a large like adrenaline rush when you go to fight.
He
or
knows
when you go to lifting. It's not.
he knows he's going to perform well when he goes into the fire because he's been trained well.
Shit,
And so,
Because I mean,
imagine the weights on fire.
there's a saying in the fire service that like, pretty much it's the only time that you go all out, 100% intensity with no warm up.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like, boom, like,
Yeah.
go all out. So pretty much, I don't blank out, but you just get in like
In
a
the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with lifting, like, you got to do your warm ups. Like, you're thinking about it the whole time. You have no time to like.
Just don't think.
Yeah, that's what I think.
So-
I think I was trying to get to that.
Yeah.
So I feel like the easiest way to change that is just don't warm up.
Yeah.
Just walk in there.
Just walk in and just put someone on the bar.
I'm gonna set his weights on fire next time.
Set the building on fire.
Like Eric, just cool. Like you don't get it. It's helping out. You're welcome. Yeah. Got it.
It's his new training. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I guess. Good.
There you go.
Okay, so I guess this is a good, little more personal too. I kind of want to dive more into like the actual fire aspect of it too. If you don't mind, like, can you tell us like, all right, because obviously there's not days where everything's on fire. Some days you're just
Yeah.
kind of off too. What's like some of like the worst kind of days you've had too? You don't got
Well,
mine. Yeah.
I was under know this.
You don't have to go too deep if you don't want to.
It's
but
one
that's
time.
kinda-
Yeah.
Campfire.
It's hard to say because I mean, like, you name it, I've seen it.
Like, oh shit.
But
Yeah.
I mean, doing it for so long, it's you kind of build like it doesn't really affect you as much because like you've seen it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like when you started off, what was the craziest thing that like kind of like made you go into that mindset?
Shocked you?
Or like any
like,
kind of
yeah.
like.
What shocked you?
What was like your first like oh shit moment?
This is kind of deep. I don't. Yeah, you're not comfortable, obviously. Like, but like, I guess kind of moments that leave you like kind of leave you like, I guess, kind of shocked. You think about down the road, like
a
things
dead
you-
kid, a dead baby would fucking
Oh,
send
jeez.
me off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, like my first like major. I used to ride a motorcycle a lot, and like my first major like call that made me like change something in my actual life. Like this guy was riding same motorcycle as me, like around the same age,
Yeah.
and hit another car, and like it just. I feel like the stuff that affects me the most is the stuff that like I can relate to. Like I had a motorcycle, same exact motorcycle, and I was like, that could be me.
Yeah.
So
Kind of gives you a new perspective on life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that happens every day. So like me seeing it every day, you just
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
different.
Yeah, I mean, as a firefighter, you don't just call in. You don't get called in just for
Yeah,
fires,
that's
right? Like,
No, you go on medical runs, fire run. A majority of our like daily routine is like medical runs, sick people.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
How long was the training aspect like to become a firefighter?
Fire academy, like if you do it full time, 5 days a week, it'd be 3 months. But you also have to do like EMT, paramedic, which could be up to like a year.
Interesting.
So I feel like firefighters like very like well rounded. Like if you take a firefighter, policeman, like different people like in that aspect, I feel like firefighters are the most like well rounded. Would I be correct when I say that? Because every time I hear someone going to fire school, they're like, oh yeah, I gotta go to EMT, gotta do this, gotta do that.
100
Like,
different things.
yeah, it's like damn. I thought you just gotta like put on gear, run into a fire, and be like, come on, bitch.
Yeah,
Like, it's like a cop out
when
guy.
you first start, that's what you want. Like you want to run into a building, get that adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
But in reality, we probably do that 10% of the time.
Damn.
Ooh.
I mean, so I'm very curious. So let's say like as a firefighter, like because we talked about it before. Like when you go into a fire, you can lose up to like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Like I guess like water weight just from the heat. So
What time alone?
Well, it's pretty much like an average house fire. Probably only lasts like 10, 15 minutes. But in that time, like it's like high intensity training. Like you're going all out. Like you're pulling ceiling down, and it's at the same time you're wearing gear that like even not in the house is hot. There's a moisture barrier, so like everything is the heat staying in you, and at the same time you're walking into a house that's like 500 up to 800 degrees. So you're just sweating.
During the summer
everything
too.
out.
Like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think that affect your training as a power lifter? Like because I mean for us weight's a big thing. Like if you lose weight, like that could vary between 10, 15 pounds on a lift. So like how do you think, like let's say hypothetically, right now you have a meet in 6 weeks, fire happens, boom. From that, like
A big ass.
I mean, most of it is just like water weight. You can gain the water weight back pretty quick. The fatigue lasts about probably a week.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jesus Christ!
I'd assume so.
If it's a good one and you're going all out,
Yeah. I guess I guess one of the things we did too. I guess it's kind of jumping the gun, but I know through training we kind of put no matter what day you have off, you always have some kind of upper stuff 1st. That way your lower body has some time to heal. It might not be as optimal, especially if you come off a fire too, but just that little switch from going. Because you used to do like I think I told you this way back before we started working.
Yeah, I used my first day off. I used to do legs, like lower, because I didn't want to do it before I worked.
Yeah.
And then when we switched, there's a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
Because being at a busy station, I didn't know if I'm gonna get sleep. Like I don't know if I'm gonna sleep at night. And going in the next day, whatever I do, it gets affected.
He like low key does not have a rest day.
No, you know how much respect I have for like someone like Adam that actually does a job like this, where it's like, oh, you could be up all night, and tomorrow you have the top single at an RP of 8.
Yeah.
And it's just like
that happened the beginning of this week. Yeah. I had like New Year's Eve. I had 30 minutes of sleep probably, if that. Single on bench the next day.
It's crazy how it's crazy how like we see Adam so much. We don't talk about this shit at all.
Yeah, it's like, but that also goes to like the gym atmosphere. Because like, I mean, usually we're in there like,
as soon as I see it, I was like, what you know about top single or some bullshit like that?
like we never get into like, we never
was on fire last night.
He never like, please shut the fuck up. I was on fire last night. I don't have time for your bullshit.
Still has ash on his face.
30 minutes of sleep.
Yeah.
Bro, and the funny thing is that he'll go like, oh, I just had a fire, and next thing you know, 20 minutes later, but you know, a firehouse. He's in a sub. He's gonna go live.
You're also calm about it too, bro.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, so it kind of plays into the what we're talking about. So like even if you have a fire one week, even if your progress is like steady going up too, you can't always expect it to be the same. Because even if a fire, that RP 8 might go for you like say you're gonna deadlift like 545 that day for a single, it might take it down all the way to like 5, if not less, you know?
Yeah, I mean there's been days where I had like a fire at night, and the next day I can like 225 on deadlift feels like RP like 8, 9.
Yeah.
Like it hits you pretty good.
Yeah, that mental aspect too of not getting so like I've told you this before, like not getting so like concerned with what the number is that day, just some based on your schedule too, that it all kind of works out in the end. And that's a big like mental thing to kind of deal with, you know? Yeah, how have you dealt with that a little bit?
Like if I have a busy night, I'll go to sleep and then work out later in the day.
Yeah.
But not all the time does that like help. So
have you ever like just went straight from your shift to the gym?
I remember one time he did that.
I pretty much did that today. I got there at 9:30.
Yeah.
I get off at 8 every morning.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I work 8 to 8. 8 a.m. to 8 a.m.
So you haven't slept?
I slept last night. At work.
Oh.
They got beds at the fire station? Oh, they have to.
I mean,
What?
I mean, you're there for 24 hours.
Well, you're saying you're awake the whole.
That's like the first thing you learn about firehouses is that the firemen have to sleep there because the boat and the trucks and shit are there.
When you said
you ever seen the movies that like the little pole?
Like,
Like,
When you said that he was up 24 hours, and I was like, oh. Well.
So like those days where I'm up, like we're running calls.
Yeah.
So like I'm not in the house. We're on the engine going to people's houses and.
Okay. You have a pole too?
No, not on my station.
Oh shit.
I have one storage station.
Damn. Yeah, but you have the big sliding pole.
Damn, we need a transfer.
They're sketchy at first. I mean, I think you're gonna fall.
That bitch is so cool.
dude, I find this so interesting because I mean like you get lifters that just bitch and moan. They're like,
Honestly,
like I wasn't able to have my 20 grams of protein this morning. This man's coming straight from damn fire.
Dude,
And
this makes me feel like such a bitch.
Because
I complain so much.
Because like if you think about it,
like 12 hours.
nobody puts it in perspective. Everybody puts it in perspective of their own lives, but they don't see what other people like have to go through.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like a big thing. Like that's why they have the saying like walk in someone else's shoes.
Yeah.
Because personally, if I was up for 24 hours at the fire station, I would, bro. My bench single would be 225. My squat single would be the bar.
I don't think I
like,
power lift.
When he wakes up like 1 p.m. and he's still like, man, I'm tired today. You know?
Yeah, it's like.
I'm on break.
I mean, do you think that that's just from like coming from like adapting to it, or is there like a mental aspect where it's like you have that switch you flip? 'Cause I know sometimes like on the drive there that you played around with it, but I got my song playing, I'm getting in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there like a flip you have to switch, or is it just like you've done it so many times that's just like you don't think about it?
That BP's
Yeah.
be hitting.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit of both. Like when I first started, I would work and the next day I would sleep all day, like just because my body wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you have good days, you have bad days. But I mean, if it's a really bad night, I don't think you can ever get used to it. So, and yeah.
I was waiting for something else.
Bro, this is just so interesting. Like, bro, this man, like, yeah. So I just walked into the fire and saw someone burnt to a crisp, and then I hit a PR on deadlift. And it's like, what?
Yeah, I guess like
I've seen it all.
The biggest thing with that, I mean, being a fire, like, you got to keep your work at work and like not bring it home with you, because if you do, you're gonna think about it all day. It's gonna affect you. You're gonna be down, like depressed. But
that's true.
That's just such a. I feel like that's such a hard.
Like
thing
it's
to do.
easier said than
it's
done.
kind of like being like
No,
a
it's
cop
not.
or a paramedic and like
It's so easy to leave shit at work, man. It's so.
Bro,
I
when you
mean,
see people dying,
no offense, but y'all aren't really working full. I know you're not, but y'all aren't really working full time, right?
yeah.
Like, until you get a full time job, bro. So it's so easy to leave shit at work.
But I don't know
Feels like
because
full time.
like half the time, I guess y'all just built different. Because like half the time, like no, not gonna lie, I'll be thinking like you. I know I work in the morning, whatever. I work with like different clients and stuff, and one of my clients went, oh, like I have a client with osteoporosis. She went, oh, I fell last night. Like that's just on my mind like all night, like all day. I'm like, oh, like are you okay?
Same shit with me, bro.
And so, but it's like for y'all to be able to just like flip that switch and be like, all right, I'm in the gym now. Let's go.
yeah, fuck everything else.
Like I'm not.
That's the reason I go.
Yeah.
Get
I literally like check
Turn
my
off
phone
the
every 5 minutes.
outside,
Like, is my clients okay? Are they all good? I guess so scared.
That's like the number two. That's the number 2 reason why I go is to leave everything out the door.
I guess your I guess we can talk more about yours when you come. But what do you do?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him that.
I don't
but
want to like. I know it's fishing,
Do I
right?
just want to sit?
I'm a fisheries biologist for the state of Florida. So I'm on a boat, a small ass boat with 4,000-pound nets for half of the month, and I'm counting fish for a living essentially. All these fishing regulations you see are based off data that I collect.
Oh shit! What do you measure?
It's just population monitoring. So how population sizes are doing.
Oh shit! Is that
That's why like you can't catch certain fish in certain areas. Like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
oh, like this is illegal to
And
catch
slot
this.
sizes
Oh.
on.
where do you go like the ocean? Do you go like the river?
No, we do all the St. Johns River. We do the river just north, which is called the Nassau River,
Yeah.
and then we do the river on the Florida-Georgia border, which is the St. Mary's River.
Oh shit!
Interesting.
I did not know
I did
that.
not know that at all.
I knew you fished.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Yeah, that's all I
I'm a
know.
biologist.
Sorry.
Sorry. I mean, I didn't know how old Hunter was until about a month ago. Cause I met Hunter at the JU gym, so I thought he used to went to JU.
How old are you?
25. I'll be 26 in May.
Oh shit.
Hey, I turned 20 this year.
Oh god.
All
You still
right,
can't
yeah.
buy tobacco.
Yeah. Damn.
young and over.
The more you learn.
So,
Where are we going this?
you want to talk about the meet? I'm
Yes.
hyped because are
Yes.
you competing?
That was something I was going to talk.
You want to
about.
talk to the camera about it, or you want to talk about it privately?
No, we'll talk to you guys.
You're not
everyone.
Oh no, I'm usually I'm usually warm
Yeah,
all the
for a
time.
Yeah, I'm fucking freezing.
I'm usually warm. Like I sleep with like 3 fans on. Like,
Nature.
I'm that person that I like being like I have like my 4 fan,
Alright,
my
bro.
ceiling fan.
You're built different, bro. You're built different.
I just like being cold.
I actually did.
It's because he grew up in fucking Miami.
Yeah.
Miami.
If anything, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he's so used to he grew up being hot. He doesn't want to be hot anymore.
Yeah. So and my roommate Logan's from Wisconsin, so we keep our apartment super cold.
Polar bears.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But to the meet, who do you start for? Because you've been unknown for a bit, so I'm kind of curious on what you're doing.
Okay, so at first, so at first I was doing it, and then I started working with my previous coach, and then I'm working with someone now, which I just got the program this morning.
That's fine. That's how.
Dude, I was so hyped.
How's the coach game?
A lot better than his. Anyways, before I started working with my new coach, I had a call with him, and I brought up the idea of like, I really want to get this first meet out of the way, and he was just like, I honestly don't think like working or like having a 6-week meet prep will be beneficial for me, like because if you think about it, that puts a coach in a really weird spot, because if I do good, like he can't take full credit for it, and if I do bad, then he can also like take the blame for it.
Yeah.
So he said that. So then I was like, all right, I'll just do like another meet like in like July or something, cause I can't do anything like after April or like April, May, in June. I can't really do anything cause I have Ramadan. in April, so like I don't want to do a prep while fasting.
Yeah.
So like I had my eyes set on July, and then yesterday I was like talking with Jake and Hunter, and they were just like, why don't you just do the meet, but like train it, like treat it like another training day, just to like get the experience. So like I wouldn't go like anything above like I don't know like 92% of like my gym like training max right now.
But like kind of what Jake did.
Yeah,
meet.
yeah, kind of like that. And I brought the idea to him last night, and then he texted me saying like he would be open to doing that, but there on only one condition that like that's what I set my mind on, and not because like I don't want you having any expectations for that day. I don't want you like trying to hit a PR that day. Like it's mainly just for you to get experience on the platform and like just hang out with friends, because like I told him that all of my friends, like a majority of my friends are doing it, and I think I'm gonna do that, but I haven't really made a decision yet. So.
I mean, I feel like that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that too.
You've been trying to do a meet for like forever, right?
Yeah, and also I feel like it'll also be a good idea because it'll kind of like all the nerves that I'll have like in my first meet that I'm actually like trying to like hit a total for, like I think they'll like kind of get rid of because I already did it before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do that, but yeah, I think I will. But
I think you should do it.
yeah, but
That's like the best one too because it's so local and it's like
yeah,
not
I
very
told
big.
him I was like I'm not traveling, like I'm not like cause like my July meet I'm going to go to Orlando. So I'm like, it's literally like a 30-minute drive from my house. Like all my friends are gonna be there. Like it would be like super casual if I just go in there like treat it like an SBD day.
Yeah.
And like it won't even affect my training as much because I'm not gonna be going that heavy. So honestly, I'm like leaning towards that, but we'll see.
I do it. I mean,
I think honestly, I'm like 95% sure I'm gonna do it.
because I mean, it can't hurt. Like coming from a coach, like, it can't really hurt because if you do that, then you just deal the next week and then you continue your program.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I'm not gonna be hitting singles until I'm like 3 weeks out, because like I'm getting rid of singles for this whole first block, just to like kind of like push the intensity a little, because like, excuse me, when was the last time like you guys saw me hit like doubles and triples? Never, because like I've never really hit doubles and triples. Like I've only hit like sometimes I hit fours.
I've seen you set to 7.
7, 8, 9, but like I haven't really like hit like now I honestly didn't really look into my program, but I know I have like a top set of triple like sometime this week, or next week. So like we're gonna be pushing intensity a lot and like kind of take the singles away, because like he kind of like identified that I'm like a mental like something's like mentally like base lifter. Like I have a lot of emotions attached to my competitions lifts. So like he was like, there's no way you could pause 505 and only have hit 500. He was like and like hit 500. So like we're pushing the intensity a lot, and I really like his like plan that he has written out for me. And I don't want, like, the only reason why I'm thinking not to do the meet is because I want to fuck with the plan. Because like I'm looking at it in a long-term perspective, because like I told him my goals for the end of the year, which is a 536, like 500 squat, 300 bench, 600 deadlift. And I don't want to like mess with that, and I don't want to mess with his plan. So I'm gonna talk to him today, because I just saw his message before I came here. So we'll see.
I mean, I feel like anything you decide to do would be beneficial to you, because if you're talking like mental state, and doing this meet would be good for like your mentality, like you mentally get out of the way.
It can be good, but it also can be bad. Like,
but if you go into the meet just thinking,
this is just another session with the boys.
Yeah, and if you stay at 92.7, so like you go 9 for 9, because it shouldn't be anything where you'll not miss an attempt.
Yeah.
So it's like you go in there, just go 9 for 9, do your thing, and it's like, okay, like, this was fun.
Yeah.
I feel like it puts you in a better position versus you going in there and just like, let's say,
trying to hit a PR with like a zero prep.
Yeah, and that's different. So it's like you're basically destined to go 9 for 9. So like, just go in there, go 9 for 9, get your thing, and then continue. Or if you don't do it, then you stick to the plan and then prep for July.
Yeah.
So it's like either way, I feel like it would be beneficial.
Okay.
I feel like it would just be like a coin flip type thing.
The only there's another thing is that Ron Nationals last night got announced for June 5th or something around June. Part of me was thinking about doing the meet in Orlando. There's a meet in Orlando in March 21st or something like that. And
I hope you.
Yeah,
Really?
he's coaching.
Jesus.
What was that?
What's that, Jesus?
Because we had Jesus on the we had made Jesus on the
anyway, so like
That's
there's a meet in March.
Not Jesus. Sorry, Jesus.
There's a meet in March, and I kind of want to not do this like just for the Raw Nationals perspective. Like I have like potential to hit the Raw National qualifying total.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I do the March meet and hit the qualifying total, then I can do my next meet in June, which would be Raw Nationals.
I feel like you should do that because it's only 1 month away
Like, there's
from.
so many fucking options for me, bro. It's like
I feel like that's the best one to do because I mean you'll be there. I'll probably just go hang out.
I didn't know you was gonna be there.
Yeah,
That was like the only thing because I was like, am I really gonna go to this meet alone?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's coaching.
Well,
I'm
Jose-
probably gonna go hang out.
The plan with Jose, he's in USAPL too. So if he does, he's still on the fence. He might be moving. So the plan for him is to still do the one in Orlando.
Okay.
So either way, if he doesn't, and we decide to do that one, I'll still go down, help you out.
I mean I ain't gonna be doing that.
Oh, that reminded me. I was looking at the Florida calendar. There's like police and like firefighter like
There's
champions.
like a division.
Yeah, why don't
Or-
you do that shit?
You,
You should do it.
yeah, a bunch of
I
new
could.
guys. We have like
You
wrestling.
just sign up for the extra, whatever you call it.
Can you like set records? I have no idea.
Yeah, they have their own records for fire, police, military.
Yeah, because it's definitely.
Does it take into account you had a fire? But no, Adam Weinstein just had a fire last night. the top single for that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk because this is gonna be your first meet too, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. 25 first meet, firefighter, boom.
I don't know what to expect really. To be honest,
I mean, neither do I.
I've.
Like every
How
time,
am I supposed to? I've never done a meet. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, Brandon looking for the. No,
every time I
it's
turn to Adam, I feel like I hype it up so much, and then I hype it up. I'm like, oh, he's like, yes, I'm just. He's really.
You ever seen the Fifth Element? Okay.
Okay, but
It'll be fun. This is lifting weights.
I mean, but what's your plan for the meet? Like, what are you thinking? How you been thinking about like your prep and everything? Like, tell us about yourself.
Well, I wanted to do it just to like to see if I like competing.
Yeah.
Is the main thing because I like trying to get my strength higher, get the numbers on the lift higher. But just my first meet, I want to go in, get comfortable, learn the rules,
Mm-hmm.
have fun. All you guys will be there, so that's a benefit.
Yeah.
Be a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my meet, the one I said in March. I just realized I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Why did you?
Bro, you changed your mind in 3 seconds.
No, because I realized something.
What's
Like
your
I'd be
next
like what? If I do it now, what is that? Like 13 weeks out?
Yeah.
Like that, bro. 13 weeks is not enough for like a coach and an athlete to like when they first start working together, stop fucking looking at each other. And because I really want to do the meet. Yeah, Jax.
Let's do it, bro.
Bro,
Dude,
I'm gonna give you my advice.
just fucking do it.
Just flip a coin. Heads, you do it.
If you
tails,
don't do it, are
Like,
you
there's
gonna?
so many options. I don't
But
know.
like, dude, this one would be cool because like it's gonna be the most comfortable. You don't travel, and then you'll know like half the people there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I kind of want to. Like, I would much rather do that.
Just do it, and
Just do it.
Just sandbag.
Just
a
do
little
it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It shouldn't be over RP like 8 or 9.
Just do it.
I'm gonna qualify for Raw Nationals like sooner or later.
Just do it. Just do it.
He'll change his mind tomorrow, bro. So.
You're gonna not do it. You're gonna
I'm
regret
a
it.
Libra. I'm indecisive.
Oh my
god.
You're young. You're indecisive.
So, well, what numbers do you plan on hitting? I mean, I know a lot of people don't like saying their numbers because
So
you
I
not
don't like
say
it's
it.
bad juju, bro.
I mean, I said my numbers.
Superstitious.
I didn't hate any of them.
You didn't hit him?
I didn't hit shit. Well, I hit the big goal. I didn't hit the individual ones.
You hit the total you wanted.
Well, I hit the individual one for deadlift. I didn't hit the one for squat.
I
and
thought it was
bench.
800.
Nah, I changed that shit. After I failed 770,
You down and back, and then you beat
it was 750. I changed it to 760 because the Florida record was 755. Said the boy came in. Shout out. But then stuff was moving well, and then we kind of shot it up. So originally it was 800.
That 782, perfect call.
Thanks.
That was-
Because, like,
that
it was
was
close. It was close. I was looking at it. I was looking at a lady, and she was like, "Here's your options." And I was like, it was between like 782, and then like it's like high, like 767, something like that. And I was like, I'm gonna send it. And I didn't tell you what. I was like, I'm gonna send
Right,
it.
he ain't tell
Bro,
me shit.
because what was your second attempt?
733.
Yeah.
Like 733, 782 is a big ass
Yeah,
jump.
and
And
I
it was like, it's so crazy how you called that. Like, because like, the bigger the jump, like, the more, obviously more room for error.
Yeah.
But like, he called it and it was like, perfect.
Because I was
That was like the perfect third attempt.
But you know why? You know why? I'm built different.
Well, I was doing and I was like doing the math, and I was like, if I hit this set, I was like, if he hits this, like, I think it was like 770 or something. I was like, if he hits this number, he'll break the 800, like just 1800, like perfect, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like, if he gets this one, he'll break it, and he'll be like super like happy too, you know? And I was like thinking,
Oh.
and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna send it. And I was like, if he misses this, I'm done.
If I would have missed that deadlift, he would have been fired and I'd have been open for him.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Nah, he wouldn't have been fired. I would have cried on the way home though.
I was like, it's gonna come down to like the last 2 inches, and I was like, he's got it. He's built different.
Yeah.
And he did.
It did.
Cause I was like, I looked at 730, and it was moving a lot better than I thought it would. Cause you know the plan was usually like 750 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think he can do this, and I trusted you, and you did it. On a real note, I was like, I believed you were gonna do it. That's why I didn't tell you. Cause if I would have told you, you probably would have. But look,
What'd you
Look
get
at
at the body shop that day?
770.
you failed.
No, I failed 770.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. the most I hit at the body shop was 728.
Yeah.
What was
And
the
I
most you
grinded
did?
it out. Like my lockout was like long.
You know why?
I wasn't standing close to the bar. That's why. My lockout grinded it. Like literally I failed 770. That's why going into the meet I was so like,
Just say it, bro. You pulled 782 because of me.
Just say it, bro. Just give him credit.
yeah, I mean I said it before in the last podcast.
Yeah. Why are you being so angry, bro?
Yeah.
I need that positive
Why
reinforcement.
don't you positively not?
Hey.
Hey, why don't you positively not while the meet come up?
I actually think I won't.
Okay, cool.
But I might change my mind.
But so Garrett, you're doing the meet. I'm coaching you. How excited are you for
What
that?
are your goals?
I'm just gonna ignore my goals.
Yeah, you
I'm sorry. I thought you didn't want to say. I thought you didn't want to say it because I asked you.
You didn't give him a chance.
Because you made a face.
I said, that's bad juju, bro. And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's kind of bad juju, but. And then you're like, alright,
I'm sorry, but
Why are you interrupting me, man?
Yeah. It's so
I'm sorry.
He's the guest.
Alright. Anyways,
Damn, Brandon.
I want to hit like high fours on squat
For the meet or New Year's? Or
Where have you been the past
for the meet.
10 seconds?
Sorry, bro. I like kind of zoned out.
Okay.
High fours to maybe 5. Maybe. I at least want 314. 314 on bench. That's like my main number.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. And then deadlift
560.
or higher.
Excuse me.
I said mid to high fives.
Yeah.
Yeah, 550 to 580.
Whatever.
What'd you hit in front of me that one day? 500 for what? 3?
5.
That day? Like
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah.
500 for 3.
Now that's our SBD day.
Yeah, that was
He said 500 for 5 before.
Yeah,
That's the deadlift day.
Yeah, those look good.
I mean, personally, I think you have a good day. You go in there, hype, you have your caffeine. I think that 550 is
fire.
definitely there.
Definitely.
No
question.
No fire. Just straight up in there, just hyped, whatever.
Imagine if you get a fire the week of.
That'd be fucked.
Oh.
I'll
go put it on
in for you. I'll go in for you. I'm not competing.
Well, actually, yeah, Brandon's not competing, so he'll just go in by himself.
Who are I going for? They're probably gonna die. I ain't gonna die. I'm not good with the heat.
Yeah, we know.
It'd be hot as
Made
hell.
it clear.
Yeah, 5 fans.
That'd be such a
right.
liability problem. Anyways.
Like, hey, we get a fire. Adam go, and my boy Bam Bam gonna go in for me. I walk up there. Have you ever been in a fire before? Nope. Like, have you seen a fire before? That shit look hot.
How's your cardio? Trash.
I haven't ran in months. But all right.
Well, I think you can at least hit like 560.
I think I'm more on bench too. Not gonna lie, your bench has been flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like 520 something.
But the way it's been moving and progressing, I don't know.
I think you can
Maybe.
hit 500 on squat,
I
but
feel
like a grinder.
It's gonna be an interesting peak. I feel like that will be.
Because all my past PRs, I've never like properly peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been doing programs, and if I feel good that day, I'll just send it.
And honestly, I don't think I've seen you grind out a single. Well, except for that one squat that I told you to send it. And
That wasn't even
was
a
a-
grinder.
that was just
You're
like
mentally grinding.
You know what was a grinder?
Yeah.
Your 675 squat.
that was a grind.
That was a grinder. Like compared to your 675 squat compared to that was that's nothing.
Yeah, sure. I think 75 squat was grinding. I thought.
Well, the first half of that squat was like a grinder, and the second half just
You just yeah.
Yeah,
It was a grinder from pump.
I feel like yours was because we did kind of get in his head a bit because we're you're going down a little bit too slow, we're going down too fast. So it was that a mental thing.
because the
going
last
on.
warm up right before that, you're like, oh, you dive bombed it. So the warm up right before 460, I went super slow.
Yeah,
You like template that bitch.
Yeah, you
I was- I think I
you
was-
did a Garrett squat.
I did like 435.
I just got slow.
What are your goals now?
You just keep cutting them off. It doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Adam's not done yet,
bro.
So
I thought he was
but I
done,
think
bro.
so. Personally,
Damn.
this is just from my send it aspect. I'd say you have 570 on deads. On squat, I think you have 500. And on bench, I think you have around 320. What is it, kilo? 323?
Don't
Something like
fucking
that?
look at me.
I think it's always like some odd number, so I'm just gonna say 323 because that's what I'm going with.
I think no matter what, like I hate to cut you off. I think no matter what for all of us, since it's like a local meet, it'll be fun. Just kind of, because I know for me, like it's y'all's too first you do it.
Yeah.
Mine, it's been a while, so it'll be fun to kind of like dip your toes back in the water. Especially, it'll still be stressful. Obviously, we're still gonna be nervous. Hunter too. We kind of leave Hunter out, but it'll still be. It won't be as stressful as normal because like we'll have all of us there. It'll be local. We won't have to drive, and then plus we'll have Eric, the pit members, whoever decides to come out too.
Yeah.
So there'll still be stress. Like there's always gonna be stress no matter what.
But like it's like the best.
It's the
scenario.
best kind of stress
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, put you in the best positions to ski.
Yeah, because like compared like that to whatever like because if you go on and do like if you do the Arnold or nationals or whatever,
It's
that
something
would
else.
be.
Yeah.
You look back and like, damn, I should have had more fun at that one than I did because it's like because like relatively it won't be as stressful as it was.
And I think like this is like the best opportunity for a first meet.
Dude, that's what Jake was saying to Brandon.
That's what I
He was
signed
like,
up because everyone else is doing
yeah,
it.
that's like the best idea because it's not that far, and then it's everybody you know.
Everyone you know, and it's just
That's
like
right. That's why I did my meet
like
with
you'll
Jake.
have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, during my whole meet, Jake would just see. And the good thing about competing with people that you know too, they kind of keep you up.
Yeah.
Because, dude, after my squat, I was pissed off.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah,
I was
You went in that back room like
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
What was the guy's name first I talked to you? The fucking old dude.
Oh.
Bob Evans.
oh my god, shout out Bob. But like after my squat, I was pissed off. But like,
Shut the fuck up.
but I had people like even if you guys walked up to me like, hey, make sure you hydrate, like, you're good, whatever, like, we're done.
Yeah.
And then bench happened, and then after that, like Jake, who just went for a world record, just came up to me and was like, hey bud, like you know normal Jake, hey bud, how you doing? I'm like whatever, like no. He goes, hey, meet's not over, buddy. And he gave me a hug and walked off, and I was like.
Dude, the way he has so much control over his fucking switch blows my mind.
I know, man.
Bro, Jake,
It's
so, oh my
like
god.
literally like one minute he's just like
No,
he's like, hey,
5
bud.
seconds before
Yeah,
you.
and then 5 seconds he's just like
He's like, all right, here we go.
Bro, literally like
and he sticks his tongue out and go like,
Yeah, me too, bro. He'll like grab his wrist and like, hey, he'll come to me. Hey, Garrett, can I get a quick handoff? I'll be like, yeah. He'll walk over, close her shops, and start screaming. Like, bro, like,
bro, like Jake literally
switch.
just working out with him is so funny because one second he pretending like he's in a mosh pit with you. He's doing like the fist pumps and stuff. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do a set. Be right back. Yeah. And he does a little tongue out thing, and next thing you know he's squatting like
dude,
mid
that's,
sixes for like 5 reps. He comes back out like that was fun, and he walks off. He's like, what?
I wish I could do that, bro. I wish I could do that.
Bro, and it's like I feel like that comes.
That's my every night. I train
wish
with
I
him
could
every
do that,
fucking
man.
night.
But you know, I think that comes with being confident and being comfortable with yourself. Because I feel like after like you like, cause I mean Jake's a like world class lifter, like he's lifted for a long time. But I feel like after you've done that, you know, like you're good.
There's a
It's like
there's a relationship between confidence and wearing squat shorts all the time.
Yeah.
Once your confidence gets high enough, that's when you graduate.
that's
to
why Kevin
squat
Blake always
shorts.
have like the most tiny shorts. Like, bro,
it's
I want to wear those
crazy.
too.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy because if you like.
Their quads are also huge too. So
And what's funny is if you lift with any like elite lifter, like most of the time, they're not straight serious guys. Like they're not just
Yeah.
walking there and just like ooh. Like most of the time they're clowns. Like
There's bro. There's like a false narrative around like I obviously like I haven't competed, but like I kind of see it. There's like a false narrative around like competing or whatever, and like some people believe that when they're competing, they gotta be like pissed off the entire from like when it starts to finish. They're just like in the back room like looking like they want to kill someone.
yeah, like
But,
like 8 miles.
Like when I look at like when I go to like other meets and like these other like top level meets and like the people that are like high performers, like they're like when you go in the back room, bro, they're just vibing. It's like they're like
They're
working
chilling.
out. They're just like chilling, and like when they want to like flip their switch, they flip their switch.
Mhm.
Like they don't have to be like mad the entire time, and like that's just.
I've seen literally like even with Jake would just walk up to somebody randomly, just smiling like, hey, what you want up
He
to?
was talking to Bob Evans.
Yeah, he's talking about Bob Evans. What was it, 72?
Yeah.
72-year-old man just out there like the door. And Jake's talking to Bob. He's like, yeah, and he goes, oh, like throw it up with Jake. He goes, yeah, we'll continue this later.
Yeah.
And he goes there, benches 580 or benches whatever. Walks over, what's up, Bob? How you doing? And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's just
Like,
it's just like I feel like
Jake's also sorry. Go
there
ahead.
you go.
Well, Jake's also like it comes to experience too. He's also done like the highest levels he's done. He's done the
Yeah.
worlds, so like he's also a lot more comfortable with time and experience too.
Mhm.
So like if you look at the pressure of like say the meet that we just all did together,
yeah.
that pressure compared to where he's been at,
see
it's nowhere near. You know,
Yeah.
that one he's just like it's basically the pit. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
why
I was getting chills and like I was getting nervous when I was watching the prime time for 2019 Raw Nats
Mm-hmm.
because I don't remember what he benched, but he benched something stupid like 580 or something, 585 or something like that.
Usually something.
582.
Something
I don't know, something stupid.
Yeah.
And I, dude, like, from what my screen, what I was watching, I could tell like that entire building was going nuts.
Mhm.
Like as soon as when the announcer announced what was going on the bench, like dude, I was getting like chills. I was like, how's this dude like not nervous? And then they put the camera at Jake, and Jake is just like doing his like little tongue stick out thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he just and another thing.
We haven't seen that Jake in person. None of us have.
Yeah, none of us
that,
have.
that third.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
You don't see that Jake where you type in on Google Joseph Amendola and the first picture of him, the mustache. You haven't seen that Jake
Yeah,
yet.
dude, but like
I want to see that Jake. I hopefully we see him
dude,
at Raw Nats.
You can't talk to
we're all
him
gonna
on
go
stage.
regardless. We have to go. It's 2 hours.
I mean, I hope I compete there.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude. Oh,
yeah,
you said that you texted saying that I hope that you get invited. You don't get invited. You sign up.
For real?
Yeah, but they're having a hard cap at 1,000. So you have to like as soon as they register, you need to sign up right away.
But so you have to hit the
Have you hit
qualifying
the-
total.
But there's like
But
there's a lot of people.
So my question is, like, let's say you have like a stupid total, and you sign up kind of late. Is there a way that kind of just like put you in there? 'Cause I feel like let's say like the qualifying total for 105 is like 1,600, and like someone in there signed up and they got a 1,601, but then another person signed up late after it closed but had like a 1,920
I think
total.
it's first come, first serve.
It's first come first serve.
I feel like certain people they'll make exceptions.
I feel like if you total,
No,
if you're a star child, yeah.
if you hit the qualifying total, like you just have to sign up. Like that's it.
and that's crazy.
Yeah.
We're about to hit the first battery drained, so
All right, just pause it. That's the first battle.
I got a pin.
All right, that's enough about Jake and all these other elite powerlifters. Back to us nobodies. So, Garrett, what are your plans for this meet? How are you feeling? How excited are you or not excited?
I feel good, bro. I feel pretty excited. I think it'll be fun to compete again. I don't really want to talk too much numbers because I don't want to call it now early, jump the gun, you know.
Mm.
I would like a 1,700 plus total. We'll see what's their game day.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to at least squat 6 plus. Bench, I would like to do a full 450 plus, whatever's there, minimum. And then deadlift to kind of see how I'm feeling. I would like 300 keys, if that's there. I think it's doable.
It's crazy. It's crazy how your bench is so big.
Football, bro.
Play football, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, what position were you in? Nose guard?
No, I played lineman, actually.
Yeah, so
Football.
lineman push bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chance it over.
Yeah, so that's the goal. We'll see what's there, obviously. But 1,700, pin those in meat would be nice.
What weight class?
120. So 264.
Yeah.
I'll probably
Water
just
cut?
I'm actually sitting around like 268 right now. So
Oh.
either the week of,
Yeah,
I'll
you're
just
chilling.
probably just take a big shit right before.
And like not just
I mean,
just cut water out
What's
before.
the top? Like what's the
Like
number?
264.3.
Like three,
Something. Yeah,
If
so
you don't drink water after 6 p.m. the day before, you'll be fine.
yeah, I probably don't need a water cut. It's only like 4 pounds.
I got a laxative up in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Or you do the one where you stick up your ass and kind of.
Oh.
They got that one. It's like a little like.
Alright, yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
But
Yeah, so that's the goal. Obviously, I don't know about after. I might just take a long extended break after. Might just do some
Bodybuilding.
So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I kind of want to lean out because I'm sitting at like 269 right now. I was thinking after I might just lean down to like 250-ish in this kind of body recon, try to get like jack bodybuilder type shit.
Wait, how much were you at the beginning of the summer?
Oh shit, dude, I was big.
Yeah, I know. I
know.
was looking at pictures and videos from back then.
I stalked his Instagram like
Why?
shut the fuck up. I stalked his Instagram like a week ago, and I was like, bro, this man lost so
No,
much weight. He does, bro. It's
when I first-
insane. Like
when I first met Garrett,
Picture you showed me.
yeah, when I first met Garrett, he was big, bro.
Bro,
Like, he was big, and I was
How
skinny.
much did you weigh?
Okay, so I'll run through. All right, so I think July. I think I was not that big around July. I think I was around 280-ish. Then when don't look at me like that. I think after July, all that shit happened. You know the. I don't know detail, but I bulked up a little bit too hard. I was pushing. You guys don't know. I was talking to him. It was a girl shit. It was
Yeah.
Women.
I'll do this to you, bro. Do it to you.
Annoying.
But I went up to.
I love women.
I weighed myself one day and I was pushing 298, so I was right at 300. Like I was like right there.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was like I was like, oh shit, I should not be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I think one of these actually crossed 300, but I was like, it was like basically being the same weight like Blake is now, except just not Blake.
That's wrong.
Yeah, not strong.
That was like
jacked.
kind of my situation.
Yeah, but I after that I was like shit, dude, because at that weight, bro, I felt like total fucking shit. Like I was not sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
I remember because you'd walk in like mad, like
Yeah.
majority of the time, like dude, you like, oh, I got 2 hours of sleep last night,
Dude,
and I got this, got
Dude,
that.
that's crazy because I was kind of in the same situation, but like a little earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Like I'd say like around June or May. Hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd say around June or May. Bro, one day, I remember like my heaviest weigh-in in the morning,
Yeah.
like just post shit and everything.
Yeah.
It was like 196, 197.
Yeah, we were the same weight for a while.
Bro, but
I
like,
remember that when
But like, well, I was like 196, 197. This is like June, May. But the only thing is, like, it was all unnecessary weight.
Yeah.
I was pissed as hell anytime like I saw myself in the mirror.
Dude.
Like, it was like my sessions weren't even that good. Like I wasn't that strong. I was just unnecessary weight. And then I lost I lost a lot, and then I got stuck. Bro, I was at 190 or like 189 to 190 for at least 4 or 5 months. Like I just couldn't lose any weight, like at all. And then out of nowhere, like I cut my calories out like a lot. Like I went from like 2,400 to like 2,100, and then I started losing at a good rate, and now I'm at 178.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened too. Kind of going back before I forget what I was gonna say, but
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You kind of went off on the tangent.
Yeah,
It's alright,
yeah.
bros. It's alright. You had your paranoids. But no, so I was at 300, and I was not feeling like I was feeling like shit, and like I never had got that heavy, and like you don't realize like how big you are in yourself, you know. It always takes some people to like say it.
Yeah.
So I was like, like I'm not that big, you know. And then it kind of set me off because like some people talking shit, bro. They're like you're getting fat, you know. And like
They said that to you?
yeah, people say that shit all the time, bro. Like
What the fuck?
yeah, and I was like.
You said that?
No.
to
Well,
him?
that's a joke.
I didn't say that.
That's joking, you know. But like
No,
people
I
really didn't know, and I was like, they're like you're getting fat, you know. And I was like, you shut the fuck up, like don't talk about it. I know you're
If
fucking
someone
around.
said that to me, bro, I'd be so mad.
Yeah, but I got mad because I was like, obviously like I'm not where I want to be now, but like I was like, you know what? I got pissed. And I remember one comment. I'm not gonna say whose post it was on. Somebody said some shit to me, and I got mad, and I went to like. You remember what I'm talking about? You remember what I'm talking about?
I remember that.
You know what I'm talking about? I got pissed, and like I knew like I seen that kid before, so I was like trying to look for him, you know. I was gonna say something, and I was like, you know what? He's probably right. He's probably like I am probably getting a little too fat, you know. So then I kind of went on. I started meal prepping. I started really getting hard and like, tracking my calories. So then from like I think in a span of like 2 to 3 months, I went from like 298 to like 268 where I am now. So basically lost about 30 pounds. And now everything feels better, and I feel really good. So now I want to see like after the prep if I can just totally just go down
Or if you go to 250 after the meet,
Yeah.
that'd be like 300 pounds to 250 in a year.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
And I can do it.
Well,
Yeah,
one
and you
thing
can
is-
do it.
Yeah.
One thing is, I was talking to my roommate about this earlier, and there's always something that has to happen in order for someone to make like that's usually how it is. Something has to happen in order for someone to make a change.
Yeah.
Like if you notice, like most people they don't make a change. Let's say like weight wise until a doctor tells them, hey, like you're getting overweight, or you're gonna have problems later on in life, or something happens where it's like whether it's a girl or it's a doctor or someone says something about like your body comp or like something that's going on. They're like, hey, like are you okay mentally because this and that. Until you finally realize that you have to make a change.
Dude.
And it's like And that kind of goes to like what we used to always go by was look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like in lifting, and I was look good, feel good, perform good. And it's like you have to get to a point where it's like it's not always about the scale,
Yeah.
but it's also about how you feel internally.
Yeah.
Because you're feeling like shit. Like, I remember talking to you like you were like not getting
Bro.
sleep. You're
pissed.
you're not getting sleep. You're mad all the
That
time.
comment.
I like
really
just
sent me over.
missed. I literally just missed this Garrett. Like as soon as I met him, it was like,
Dude,
Yeah.
you remember that comment, bro? You were,
I remember.
Dude, I want to talk about it because it pissed me off. I'm telling
What, was it under the sumo thing?
I'm confused.
There's a few comments.
I remember that one vividly
What
when we
did
were
you
talking
say?
about sumo.
Is
Alright,
it
so
the
there's-
guy that we know?
There's a few comments. So one of them was like, I don't really talk about the story, but I remember when like we started the group training, it was like me and Amber, you know.
That's the pitch.
That's the
Oh, I don't
one.
even know this.
That's the one. Okay, so this is between us. Nothing against the guy. I'm just gonna talk about it. She posted like a picture. We were gonna advertise group training back when we were like doing it, and they were like, "Hey, like come check us out," you know. And I was in the comments, I was going through it, and one of the dudes was like, her boyfriend. She was like, "Oh yeah." She was like, he was like, "Damn, Christian really bulked up." I looked at that shit, and I was like, "Okay." I was like, maybe I'm taking it wrong. So I commented to him. I was like, "Hey, like, what do you mean, you know?" And I got super mad for like 2 days with that
Yeah, I
comment.
remember.
And I got super mad. And I only got mad because I realized I was like, damn, he's right, you know? I'm getting too fucking fat. So then after there, that really catapulted. And I was like, alright, so I meal prep the next day. And I was like, I cannot wait to get down here, chill this fucking guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I'm sitting here, I'm like, alright, now I'm gonna go 245, 250, I'm gonna...
I mean, that's what it takes, bro.
It does, and I was like,
it
thank
takes
that guy,
something to, no pun intended, set that fire off.
Alright,
That was terrible.
We could have went along this conversation without you saying that.
what was that?
But it
He thought I said he was gonna hit.
I know. Honestly, like he was. Anyways.
So hype.
But
You liked it, right?
It literally only.
What's the set that fire? Oh my god.
I thought it was a good one.
Can I
Well,
talk?
next time you start thinking, you should just stop.
We're at my house right now.
Anyways, can I say
Yes.
something?
Yeah, sorry.
I feel like the.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
Set that fire, bro. Why are you so mad, bro?
Are you guys done?
Go.
Oh shit.
Okay. What I was saying was
Speak up.
that it only. Alright, I'm done. I'm not saying it.
No, alright,
Oh,
sorry.
I'm not saying
No,
it.
say it, say
I'm not
it.
saying it.
That fire set, come on.
Come on.
I'm saying that it literally only takes that one comment to like really change things, because like when I was, because I remember at the end of 2019 when I like, you know how like Rogue made those posts like your current PRs and then your end of year PRs, like what you like your goals.
Shit, I know this is going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think at the time like my squat max was 315, my bench was 205, and then my deadlift was like 405, and I put 500. Or like 515 or something like 500. No, I put 500 as
deads?
for deadlift, and I put 265 for bench, which I hit, and then I put 405 or something like that for a squat.
You hit 500.
Yeah, listen, and so when I put that, bro, there was like I'd say like at least 4 people. I can say with full on confidence, there's at least 4 people that swiped up and were like, bro, you're not gonna be able to do that. Like they just straight up said like no sugarcoating whatsoever. It's like putting on 100 pounds is something that like you're not gonna do that. Like that's not gonna happen. You had this. So I remember one person specifically said you need to like be more realistic with your goal setting, and that kind of pissed me off. That kind of pissed me off.
Should I shout it out?
No,
Okay, I'm gonna shout it out.
no.
You're such an instigator,
I
bro.
know. Yeah. and
Hey,
it-
shout out.
Stop.
Just kidding.
And it kind of pissed me off. So yeah. And I hit it.
Yeah.
And I hit 495 6 months into 2020.
Bro.
But the only thing is, the rest of 2020 I only had 5 pounds.
Hey, bro, listen, that's such an underrated like topic, like the negative motivation, like doing that shit,
Yeah.
like just using that, like, I get pissed a lot, and I use that shit to try to like motivate me to do it. People don't use that negative motivation, bro. It's always like, I guess cliche haters and.
There's a lot of people. Like, there's two ways you could go about people like commenting and saying negative things. You can either completely shut down, like you either completely shut down and go backwards to the back of spiral, or take that as like energy to push you forward.
Well, what do you guys say when people make fun of sumo because it's cheating?
I don't.
So-
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, so,
So
The way you worded it just made me want to hate you.
sorry,
That's how we go about it.
but you to actually like to go on top of that, if someone makes fun of something, I was always taught to, if you have the facts, that you can't be wrong. So if someone says something, they don't have anything to back it up, you just make them look stupid. So that's why if you notice like on my comments, if someone says sumo is cheating, ask them why. If they say whatever, then I give them the scientific background of it, and they usually never comment back.
That's crazy, because whenever someone says some shit to me, I'm just like, LMAO, you fucking idiot.
that works too.
There's two different ways. There's different ways to go
I'm
about
like,
it.
damn, bro, I was just kidding. I didn't leave him unseen.
But there's different ways to go about it. But it's like what you're saying, taking negative like information, basically like put yourself forward.
Yeah.
It's like you have to make that decision.
Oh shit, my bad.
You have to make that decision in like at that moment, because it's like it can literally go two totally different ways.
Yeah.
I've seen people that get like negative comments, like, oh, people are commenting on stuff who go into straight depression and spiral down and never come back up. And there's other people